What's going on, family? It's Dwight from Clark's Firearm Training and Safety, and today we're going to talk about a budget firearm option and see if it's really any good. Let's go. Like I said, family, today we're going to talk about a budget firearm option and see if it's any good. We've heard a lot of people talking about this firearm, a lot of people asking about the firearm, and today we're going to really break it down and see if it's any good. That firearm is the Taurus G3. This firearm is clear. Like I said, today we're going to talk about the Taurus G3. We're going to break it down, and we're also going to get some range footage of it. Enough talking. Let's head over to the table and break this firearm down. Let's go. All right, guys. Here we are. The Taurus G3. This firearm gets a lot of controversy. Taurus had a horrible name to start. They're trying to change the narrative of their company. And me personally, man, they've been doing a pretty good job, man. The G2 series, G2, G2C, G3, G3C, a bunch of their new firearms. They've been doing a pretty good job. Let's go ahead and check out this Taurus G3. Let's go ahead and check this firearm out. As you can see, it is clear. Let's go ahead and check it out. The grip texture on this is pretty good. But in order for me to test it out, man, I just wanted to up the grip texture just a little bit. My hands do sweat when I shoot. So when I'm testing firearms, I ran about 300-400 rounds without the grip texture. And honestly, I didn't like it. My hands got extremely slippery while holding this. So I went ahead and put handle grips on there. And honestly, it took this firearm to the next level, as crazy as that sounds. All right, let's go over it. Have your mag release here. You have your safety. For people that like safeties. Me personally, don't care about safeties. Would never ever use this safety. To me, the trigger safety is enough, but if you're a safety person, it has a safety for you. Here's the trigger. Again, firearm is clear. Here's the trigger. Let's check it out. There is a lot of travel with this trigger. To me, that's the only downfall with this firearm. There's a lot of travel. To get to that wall, you're at the wall. There's the brake. Let's check out the reset. Not much of a reset, which is good. And there's the brake again. Let's try that again. Didn't have to do that with this. Alright. Take a look at that trigger. Other than that long travel, man, this trigger is pretty good, man. Got your Picatinny rail up here. This version did come with upgraded sight system, which I do like. It did have the stock sights in the box. I switched it out to try them out. The stock sights were cool, but I like these upgraded sights just a little bit better. Got your Taurus branding right here. And you take this down exactly like a Glock. Matter of fact, let's open this up to see if you can compare this with a Glock. Everybody says they're made pretty much the same. Let's check it out. Alright, so here we have it. And this looks awfully familiar, man. So this guy right here, It's made of some sort of steel metal, which I like. Glock, you should adopt that with all your firearms if you're listening. Nice quality barrel. Other than that, man, it looks just like a Glock. You take it down exactly like a Glock. You pretty much break it down and clean it just like a Glock. It's a cheaper version of a Glock. I think you can get this now for like $250. You really can't beat that. Me personally, just with the name Taurus, I don't know if I could trust my life with this just yet. But they're on the way, man. I can't lie. They're on the way. And shooting this firearm, I probably shot about 700, 800 rounds through it. Haven't had a malfunction yet, which is a great thing to say. Haven't had a malfunction with it, but I could tell when this does get dirty, a malfunction may be coming. That sounds weird. But yeah, so make sure with these Tauruses you keep them clean. I had a buddy who has this exact firearm. He let it get too dirty, and that's when the malfunction started coming. So I don't wipe this down after every test or after every time a student uses it or something like that. I wipe it down after about 100, 150, 200 rounds, and it seems to be holding up. Like I said, this firearm, haven't had a malfunction with it yet, but I'm going to keep it as clean as possible, nice and oiled up, because I don't want to have a malfunction just in case. So I know you guys are tired of hearing me talk, so let's go ahead and head over to the range so you can see a few shots through it. Let's go. All right, guys, we have that Taurus G3. Bring you guys in on a closer look to see how this trigger runs. Let you guys see. It's a very nice trigger. Just a lot of take up on it. You guys can see that take up. All right, besides that take up, this is a very nice gun. Let's run some shots down range. As you can see, my grip kind of slipped a little bit while I was getting some shots off down range, but that's completely my fault, not necessarily the firearm's fault. Let's go. All right, guys. Now we're gonna have Tanisha get some shots off with this Taurus to get her opinion on it. All right. What's your thoughts on it?
Grip is a little hard. I do have nails. That cannot be a discouraging, but the grip, getting a grip on it is a little bit difficult. The kickback, for me personally, it's a big kickback. So for me, I would say this would not be my everyday. So.
What are your thoughts about the overall shooter? How about the trigger?
The trigger is great. Trigger is great. No issues with the trigger at all.
All right, so let's run some hollow points downrange. All right, guys, so I have some hollow points here. Let's run these downrange. I like the way this gun feels, man. It just feels good in the hand. I really like it. Wouldn't trust my life with it, but Taurus, they've came a long way, and I really like it. All right, man, as you guys saw, the Taurus G3 is not that bad of a firearm. Actually, we shot around 12 to 1,300 rounds through this firearm, and we have never had a malfunction, man. But with this firearm, we do keep it clean. We clean it often because, you know, the bad rap about Taurus is once that firearm gets a little bit of dirt on it, it does start to malfunction. But we've never had a malfunction with this firearm, man. We've trained students with it. We shot at the range with it. We let our kids shoot it. Like I said, we shot about 12 to 1,300 rounds through this Taurus G3 without an issue. Would I bet my life on it? I mean, I haven't had a malfunction with it, but I wouldn't recommend it just because of Taurus's back history, man. Again, like I said, we've never had an issue with it. We train our students with it. If you're on a budget, this thing could come in handy. You can get it for around $250, $300. But me personally, I would save up another $100 and get you something with a little bit more quality behind it, a little bit more longevity. Again, Taurus is heading in the right direction, man. Like I said, you really can't go wrong with it. They're heading in the right direction. But just hearing some of their backstory, some of their back history, that I need a few more years of their excellence, man. But this G3 does run. And I done beat some people in some competition with this G3, man, just to prove a point. So it does run. Don't get me wrong. It does run. Taurus, keep up the good work, man. Hey, check if you use the Taurus G3, let me know what you think about it in the comments below, man. Let's talk about it. Check us out at clarksfirearmtraining.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Hey, it's the White.